When Orthodox Review began 3 years and 4 months ago, the original intent of the channel was to share a love of prayer books, collecting, and using liturgical texts, psalters, Bibles. And in that time, it's expanded into something more somehow. In that time, we've had the good pleasure of working with numerous publishers along the way. Jordanville, St. Tikhon, St. Vlad's, New Rome Press, St. Ignatius Orthodox Press, numerous smaller imprints, jurisdictions, independent authors, priests, translators, editors. We've had the good fortune of seeing some amazing things, working with some amazing people, and building up quite a library of books. Over the past few years, there have been some ups and downs. There have been some major highs and some major lows, both personally and with the show. Times of uncertainty, of confusion, anger, times of great joy and uplifting, and times where together we've learned new things, we've experienced new things, we've seen the fruitions of people's decades of work come to being. There are books still on the way. Prayer books, psalters, liturgical texts, writings of the fathers. All these things are still coming. But things always change. Due to life situations, life circumstances, I'm selling my book collection. Insane, I know. This collection that's taken almost 4 years to build through my own money, through donations from publishers, donations from you. It's impressive. It's not massive, but it's impressive. And as I sit here now looking at some of it, it's going to be hard to let go. I don't want to let it go, but it is a necessity. In the coming month and a half, I will find myself without a home. That's just how life works sometimes. Can't work, haven't gotten disability, still have debt, gotta pay the debt. Gotta let some things go. Can't take it all with you. And in the end, we can't take any of it with us. So what does this mean for the show moving forward? I don't know. I know there's still content that is on the way that doesn't necessarily involve me having books on hand. Interviews with clergy, with editors, publishers. Hopefully it will be enlightening and edifying, or at least a good time. I think also this is a good time for the show to return to what it's always supposed to have been about. And that is not just nerding out and geeking out over various texts, but sharing a love for the prayers, not just the paper that they're printed on. So moving forward, who knows? One thing's for certain, you won't be seeing too much of this room anymore. Or Spooky Cat, unfortunately. Can't live on the road with a cat. I'm sharing all of this with you because I wanted to say thank you. And I'm not quite sure how to say that so you understand just how grateful I am. I want to thank all the publishers and authors and donors who over the years have made Orthodox Review the ministry that it is. Yes, I'm going to accept the fact that this is, in its own twisted way, a ministry. At least that's what several priests have told me in the past. Thanks to all of you, Orthodox Review turned from a hobby born out of wanting to share my passion for these books with other people into something that helped pay the bills, helped grow the collection, helped grow my own knowledge and my ability to share that knowledge with everyone. And now it's time to hit the reset button again, apparently. This seems to happen every 5 years or so with me. I'm sure it's my fault. But anyway, it's going to be rough to let it all go. I will be keeping a handful of books, mostly the ones that my mother gave me, but most of them are going. There's already one collector who's reached out with an intent on making an offer on the entire collection. We'll see what happens with that. I'm assuming that at this point in the video, most people have tuned out. So if you're one of the few people that have actually stuck around to this point in the video, good on you. This channel went from my cell phone pointing at a desk with old Nubby just there to help you through the books, to it becoming this thing here and being more than just the books. Sometimes my own soapbox, sometimes an artistic outlet, and sometimes just a dumpster fire. But through it all, you guys have handled it with grace. So thank you. Moving forward, who knows what the show will be doing. I have a feeling that for a while we'll be right back to where we started. Just the phone, two hands in a book, or me on a Zoom call with some theologian or priest or author, and continuing to share our love and zeal for everything we've done here on the show so far. But yes, thank you. Thank you to everyone that has been a financial supporter through Patreon, as channel members, who've sent books into the show, who've thrown money in the tip jar to help keep things afloat. Thank you to all the publishers who so graciously donated promotional materials to the show for review. To a couple of absolute mad lads that threw a lot of money into books for the show. Books that I haven't finished reading yet. They'll find their way to someone who will read them completely and, God willing, edify them. Yep, it's all gotta go. It's a bummer. I'm gonna miss having the option of reaching onto the shelf for these things. I'm gonna miss the comfort of knowing that they're there. But you know what? It's not about comfort, is it? You know, nothing about the way we live our lives should be comfortable. As Orthodox Christians, we're called to be very uncomfortable in everything, to be in the world but not of it. And part of that is just letting go of the stuff. All right, that's enough out of me. Thank you. Thank you, and stay tuned. Who knows what's next? God knows. Please continue to pray. It's the prayers of the faithful that uphold everything in this world by God's grace. So thank you again. And on behalf of Spooky Cat and myself, as always, don't forget to go to church, say your prayers, and remember God. God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.